Cornbread.
Before we dive in, here's your required disclaimer. This podcast uses satire and dark humor to discuss very real and very messed up events. We roast the powerful, not the powerless. We don't joke about the victims, but we will joke about the people who thought the rules didn't apply to them. Are you still with us? Good. Now let's get uncomfortable.
Beans and cornbread. And welcome to another episode of Beans and Cornbread, actually episode 003. And we're going to be talking about D.E.I. or D.I.E. And as I said, this is the Bean and Cornbread Podcast. I'm Kev, and let me introduce you to Jess.
Jessica.
How are you doing, Jess?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there,
Good,
slowly
good.
but surely getting things done.
Awesome.
What do you think about today's topic?
Oh, I think it's awesome
In what way?
because we need to talk about it because people don't understand it. It's something that we need.
Absolutely, and we're going to definitely do that. So can you tell me, Jess, what it is that you truly understand about DEI?
DEI is diversity.
Diversity?
So it's range of backgrounds, race, gender, religion, disabilities, identities, equity. So focus on fairness, tailored resources that everyone can reach, like in neighborhoods, equal pay, just across the board. No one's better than another, or, that's what it means. And then inclusion. So it just creates your environment at work or at school where everyone feels welcome, respected. You have access to what you need if you have a disability, things of that nature.
So I guess I'm confused. This is really confusing to me. So how and why is DEI being used against the populace negatively? I don't understand that.
Well, it's been portrayed as it's mostly just a race thing. They think it's a, quote, white genocide. I
How
saw
so?
that in something. They think we're using DEI is has less of a chance of white people getting hired, or I don't know. I always think of just about jobs mostly. But instead of, they think, the best person should get the job. Well, it's also the good old boys club. That's the problem. That's why we have DEI. That's why we have, we have more women in the workforce now. We have more people with disabilities in the workforce, more people of different races, genders, all that kind of stuff. It's not who you know. It's not, black guy, white guy gets a job. If we didn't have DEI, I'm not saying it would happen, but most likely white guy would get the job, even though black guy's more experienced, has more qualifications.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it's just been weaponized. People don't really understand it because it covers so much more than just race.
right. So the focus of it then becomes just race, and it's like, well, it's not fair for me, so why are we doing it? We need to get rid of it and make America great again.
Well, yeah. And plus, his whole stance is about race and about religion, discrimination and everything. So it's just another poison ingredient that he can add to the pot that he can twist. And, people don't want to do their own research and people don't want to look at what it means. But it's always funny to me that people use that word like that. And I'm just like our governor, the man is in a wheelchair. He is a DEI hire, ultimately.
I wonder if he views himself that way.
No, probably not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the dude, but I know that he has continually cut off programs that has helped him in the past.
So it's like, it helped me,
Yeah.
and I'm where I'm at, so we don't need it anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're just, it's good for them, but it
Sounds very hypocritical.
Well, that should be the slogan of the party because it's pretty much
What's going on?
what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like having ramps in libraries, having ramps in any building, having Braille at the ATM machine.
Well, we're not supposed to do that?
No, that's DEI.
I know, but like people are going against that?
No, that they don't see that as DEI. They don't see that as part of DEI.
Oh, so like we said earlier, it's
It's
just a
just they're
focus.
just going on race, yeah.
Wow.
Mostly that, or mostly you know, the gay community, the women, women. It's just
And this is
there's
also about people getting picked up off the streets and deported and stuff, right? Or is that not part of that?
that's not really DEI.
Okay.
I don't think it might be. I'm sure they can.
Spin it a
I
certain
can
kind of
spin
way.
it in that way, yeah. But it's mostly. I just want people to know what DEI actually is. I mean,
Okay,
all
so
you got to do is just Google.
let's do this. Let's run it down. Let's put it in common sense terms, down to earth, to where hopefully people can start to do research and understand exactly what DEI is. Can we do that?
Go ahead. DEI
I'm going to
helps.
defer to you on this.
I thought you were gonna bring me some examples. DEI is, like I said, it's everyone giving a chance. Everyone on a fair playing board for school, for jobs, for housing, for. I mean,
Wouldn't that make sense too? Because like we were saying in our last episode about America, this melting pot, and we want the best of everything. So why close off certain avenues and certain doors to certain people if they're gonna be really giving to the society in such a way that everybody's going to benefit from it? We shouldn't be looking at race and different things to say, well, because it's coming from that person, we don't want to hear it, we don't like it. Like, we should take the best of the best of the best to ensure that we can continue to succeed, grow, and to leave these legacies for our children to learn from and to grow. Instead of, like we said in the last episode, affecting the education, changing history. We need the understanding to grow.
I know. I love how you keep on bringing up like awesome
Equality things.
points that is just in like a perfect world. It would be nice for all that. But
Well, I really
I
do
mean,
thrive on the positive side of things. I don't live in negativity. I try not to. And I just think we can accomplish a lot more if we can put the stupidness, what I call it, it's just my term, behind us. Because, like, why would we want to hold on to stuff that's going to be holding all of us back? And I mean all of us.
yeah, that would be nice. But it's going to affect the future because they're going to be DEI includes certain books at school, like we talked about last week or yesterday.
Right.
It's gonna take away certain sides of history. It's gonna take away, especially in schools. There's so many different kids, and whether it's different religions, different races, different the gay community, the all that is, they're going to be so hurt by this. They're taking away clubs. They're taking away support groups. They're taking away hotlines. They've taken everything off the White House website that would help people. They're not getting, some schools are not even getting funding if they even talk about, so supposedly woke, because woke is part of supposedly DEI. Woke to me is common decency. It's growth. It's conforming it's changing with the times. It's,
And a simple way to even think about that: are you dreaming or are you woke? Right.
well, woke is it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's just, you learn something, you move on. I mean, you change you knowledge. It's just knowledge, and it's just common sense.
It reminds me of this too. I remember
it's human
taking,
decency.
sorry to interrupt, but I remember taking speech class, right? And one of the things I learned some of was the Gettysburg Address, and I'm thinking about that now when it says, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth in this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. What happened to that?
Well, it's never been that. It sounded good. It's never been that.
It's a soundbite.
Well, yeah, because I mean, what was happening during that time?
Yeah.
So you can't really. That wasn't true.
So I'm going to say things to make you think what I'm saying is great, but behind the curtain, I have the power. I am hoodwinking you, bamboozling you, leading you astray at every opportunity and calling it a slice of American pie.
Yeah. And just people aren't falling for it no more.
They're waking up
Yeah.
or becoming woke.
Yeah.
Stop the dream, people. It's time to get woke.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's not hard. To me, it's not hard to.
Well, okay, so there's a reason for that, right? So let's look at how you grew up socioeconomically, right? Let's look at what it means to have privilege, right? Let's look at when people feel that their God-given privilege is being taken away, although they don't want to admit that they have the privilege. What does that result in?
A dose of reality. I mean, it's just it.
And it's going to result in pushback.
Yeah, it's gonna because something was taken from me, but nothing was taken from you. That's what I don't never got that.
And nothing can be taken from you if it wasn't first given to you.
Yeah, I grew up lower class. You know, we were paycheck to paycheck, moving place to place. I'm white, but I grew up mostly
Well, not
black.
really, because that was made up. That's not a real thing.
Okay, I'm Caucasian.
But in American society,
I happen to be. Right. And but I still knew that. Well, not back then. I didn't know because I didn't know any about this. You know, I was so secluded, and wasn't. You know, you didn't have internet in the 80s, but growing up, I know I'm aware of my privilege, even though I don't have. You know, still paycheck to paycheck, still, you know, same thing, but I don't have anything that, like I don't know how to explain it. I know what the privilege I have is. I know that I can walk into a store and I won't be followed. I know I can stop and a cop can stop me and I'll be going home unless I do something stupid. Now, I know my kids and my husband, that's a different story. We had to be, you know, we have to teach them. We had to teach our kids to not do certain things. You know, we have to, you know, not to do certain things. And, you know, and I'm oblivious to half that sometimes. I'm more aware of it now, but we'd be at the store and you would be like, you know, I'd just be la-di-da and you know.
Hey, I'm going to share something with you guys that trips me out at the store, right? So we'll go in the fruit section, right?
Everybody does it.
No, they don't. And we're going to buy some grapes. And I remember the first time I saw my wife pick a grape and eat it just to see if that's the bag she wanted to buy. I'm like, what in the hell are you doing?
Everybody eats the grapes.
Black people do not do that. Not where I grew up. So, yeah.
We'll eat like half the bag and then go pick out another bag.
And I've seen kids in shopping carts, mom will pick something off the counter and give it to them, and they'll start drinking a soda. And I'm just like, where you get away with that at?
Or go to the deli. And your stuff is gone, and your wrapper is tucked in the corner of some kind of one of the aisles.
Man, don't do that looking like me.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just nothing was taken. Nothing was, and when all this like DEI stuff, all this, you know, equal, it just nothing was. We weren't given less. All these people having a fit about we want what's back, we want our rights, no, I'm sorry, but white people always have, it's gonna piss some people off, but we'll always be in that position unless what they fear, I could care less, but what they fear is getting okay, this is off subject.
I remember this is the disclaimer that we said at the beginning of the podcast.
The fear of all these angry white people and I don't care. You can't deny this. Is they're scared they're going to be treated like they treated other people. That's the bottom line. They're terrified of being the minority.
So let's deport everybody that doesn't look like us. Is that the key now? Is that what we're trying to do? Is that how we're going to bend the laws and just decide?
I hope not, because it's such a beautiful thing to.
The melting pot. What
and my thing is, if
the
you're against
melting
Mexicans,
pot?
don't catch me. Don't let me not catch you in a Cinco de Mayo party or something. Or
It's crazy. I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't. I'll never understand. The bottom line, racism. I'll never understand. I can hate somebody, but that's just that person. It's not a race. I can't wrap my head around it.
What it seems to be to me more than anything, more than hate itself, it seems to be deeply rooted in fear.
Yeah.
And just like in a lot of movies, Dune, fear is the mind killer, right? It's just like, fear, really? How about have a communication? How about talking? How about you sharing your in-depth feelings and listening to someone else and having that empathy and that sympathy to truly listen, not just hear, but to listen to someone else's pain, to someone else's experience, right? We know your experience because your experience runs everything.
Yeah.
So why can't you listen?
I don't know. I love hearing, like, when I worked, and I was working mostly with Hispanics, I loved it. To hear them talk and to hear when they would talk about when they get to go home. And, I just thought, I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
And how boring of a world would it be here in America?
All you eat is potatoes.
Without
With no
the
seasoning.
different races that make up this country. Could
I
you imagine how saltine, cracker boring it would be if you don't have Ritz, if you don't have all these other different varieties to experience?
Just music, everything.
Everything.
I remember growing up, and I went to school with a girl, and she couldn't watch The Cosby Show. I mean, hindsight, but the Cosby Show,
that wasn't in
no,
the
it wasn't
Cosby
in
Show,
it. But
so.
The Cosby Show was the best thing on Thursday night, and she had to sneak it, and I'm like, oh my gosh! I was like, how do you function? Like, how does that household? I could not imagine. To me, it was like black and white, like no color in that house. Like, to me, it would just be quiet. I don't know. It would just.
Could you imagine a show like Star Trek if Captain Kirk was Asian, black, or any other race?
No, not back then.
Could you imagine how long that show would have lasted?
Well, my thing, and there was aliens, and he was sleeping with them.
Remember Eddie talking about that? Let Spock handle it.
Yeah, he like, that was, I'm sure that went off the deep end when that first happened. I can imagine what the ratings were like. But I don't know. I just don't. Everything revolves. Every issue we have, I think, revolves. It will wheedle its way to that issue.
Right. And to think that whiteness and the white race was an actual created thing. Before it was created, there was no such thing as white race.
Yeah, you were like Europeans, or you were.
Yeah, there was no such thing.
Yeah.
So understanding, like, even when we do like these job applications, right, and they ask you what your race is, now they got it where you don't even have to say what it is. But the real reason they try to say is about census and stuff. No, come on, man.
No, it's D.E.I. It's equal opportunity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, now
And
they're
it's
putting
like,
ask you if you're a citizen.
Right. And so it's like, that was a created thing.
Yep.
So that's why they want to erase history, right? They don't want you to be able to think, right? They don't want you to share ideals and think about the hardships and the plights that your brothers and sisters that don't look like you have been through. Because of what? Because you might end up getting some empathy and sympathy and then see through their bullshit.
That's being woke.
And that, my friends, is being woke.
That's going to be a soundbite.
So, yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to take a break, and we will be right back with beans and cornbread.
The last 9 on beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread.
And we're back for the last 9.
The last 9.
So I want to talk about bucket lists.
Bucket list. Okay. I mean,
how's yours? Did you have one? Did anything change?
Well, I think
anything?
we need to make a distinction between bucket lists.
Like what?
I think there's like a black bucket list, and I think there's probably a white bucket list.
Because I'm not rap tight, so that's what you're.
Well, it might be a little bit more than that. But
okay, what's your top 5?
Top 5 bucket lists for
what's number 5?
Me. I don't know about the number, but I can think that number 1 for me is to leave a legacy for our kids, in understanding and finances, of course. That would probably be number 1 for me.
That's a bucket list thing?
For me, it is.
Okay.
I know bucket list like stuff I want to do before I die. That is one of the things I want to do before I die. Now, if you're talking about going places and stuff like that,
just whatever. Like swim with sharks or something.
That's a white bucket list. And everything else you're gonna say,
no,
it's gonna be most likely. I'm gonna say 99.9%.
I'm not the person that goes in the shed looking for a killer. I'm not that.
Okay. So go ahead. And I'll share mine when you.
Okay, my 5th one would be to jump out of an airplane.
White. White list.
I think that would be so. I would have to get pushed. I already know that, but it would.
See, and you want to be pushed. That's white.
So awesome. I'd be strapped to somebody too. I wouldn't just do it by myself. You have to go.
See, that's white too.
Well, yeah. I mean,
because black people, we don't want to be strapped to nobody. We want to be able to run by ourselves.
Well, in the air.
Hey, man.
At least have a cushion. You go with someone that you.
Yeah, but see, if black people get strapped to somebody as a cushion, we're gonna be on the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna be the cushion.
Okay, what's another thing?
For me or you?
For you.
That it sounds so black in my head. Like I really want to eat some really good ass barbecue from like different countries. We live in Texas. From different countries.
Like what country?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can't think of another.
I know, like, America can't be the only country that barbecues. No. So, like, maybe a Japanese barbecue, Korean.
Oh, Asian. Yeah, that'd be good.
You know what I mean? So, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's
pretty black, I think.
Yeah.
White people can share in that. I don't care. You guys can share that, too.
That's a good one.
If you want to add that to your personal bucket list. Go ahead.
Well, it always was to see Prince in concert, but can't do that anymore. So
I don't know if we can count that then, because that's bucket list. You haven't never dated, you won't be able.
I won't be able to do it. Okay, so
or Michael Jackson
or Queen. No, I wouldn't want to see Michael Jackson in concert.
Well, I'm talking about on the black list.
Oh well, I'd like to see Prince.
Well, you might not want to see Michael Jackson early years.
Yeah, I'd like to see early years.
But the later years, he could be on the white list.
Zinger. What is my other? Not in any order, but just go to Europe, England, Scotland, Ireland. Go to my roots.
All those places are probably white lists because they rain all the time.
Oh, yeah, but no, that's not a white thing. That's not a white thing. There's crazy white people that are outside in the heat all the time here, and I don't understand how it happens. Me, a dreary, dark place is my happy place. So Europe, that's just me though, but I'm weird.
That's white stuff.
But oh my gosh, that's a few of my kids too.
Hey, I like to go to Africa.
I would like to go to Africa.
But that wouldn't top the list. Europe and England.
No, I'd rather go to Europe.
Yeah,
just because the weather.
Yeah. It's too hot.
But I would like to go to Africa for the food.
Okay, I can see that.
I wouldn't want to go to Europe for the food.
Yeah.
I would like to go to.
For some reason, when I think of European food, I think of like, man, it's got to be the blandest.
They joke about it, but I have seen
Mutton.
shows that they can do it. It just depends what kind of
They
places you go to.
can do it, or they choose not to.
No, they can do it. But have you seen their breakfast? Their breakfast is like a platter.
A platter of what? Mutton?
No, that's Scottish. That's Scottish. No, it's
I
like
just think of all the Europe.
it's
they
like
eat
bangers
mutton.
and mash and beans and
What the heck is a banger?
A banger's a sausage, a breakfast sausage.
Is it pork?
I think so.
Okay, so they're down.
Or blood sausage. Black pudding.
Oh,
or
blood
spotted
sausage.
dick.
That don't sound right. Spotted dick.
that's
What
a
is
sausage.
that?
That's a sausage.
Really?
Yeah.
It has spots on it, or they just call
It's
it
like
that?
it's just the meat and the spice and everything that they shove into the.
I don't know. I think I might have heard of that before, but I'm not very familiar with it right now. Spotted dick. Okay. Let me see what else.
If I could swim,
You're white.
but I can't swim. I can stay afloat. I mean, I won't die, but I would like to dive somewhere.
Like deep diving, like
Not like in
Mariana's Trench.
caves or something. No,
Okay, 'cause I was about to say that would definitely
that's something
be
you
on the
build
right
up to,
list.
anyways. I mean, I would just like to like snorkel.
Well, I mean,
like,
you're already
in a tidal
skydiving,
pool or
strapped to
something.
somebody.
Well, yeah, but you don't skydive.
Want to dive strapped to somebody?
No, I sink them to the bottom.
Would you want to get? Would you want to get in a cage and see great whites?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Have you seen Shark Tornado?
No, I don't watch those
Okay, I'm
sci-fi scary movies because they're silly.
Okay,
I can't do it.
I'm just trying to see who I'm married to. People, I'm
No.
learning something every day.
I don't know. Being around octopuses would be cool though.
How about this? Here's something I think we both would like to do on a bucket list. Because I've done it once when I was in Germany. In Germany, you can go to the castles, right?
Uh-huh.
And in the evening, they have like the little ceremony, and they have this big bowl called a grog bowl. And they put all kind of alcohol and liquors and stuff in
Like
there.
jungle juice type stuff.
Yeah, you drink from the grog. Everybody drinks from the grog bowl.
Oh my god, I would die.
See?
I would
That's
be in a
something we can
corner
agree on.
somewhere.
One of the twin powers.
Activate.
Activate.
Oh, I know what I would do. I know what I want to do.
What?
I want to go on a haunted tour, either in Europe or like Savannah,
White
or no,
List.
or somewhere like
Black
Savannah.
people don't want to go nowhere to be haunted.
What about Ghost Brothers? There's black folks that like ghosts.
No, they're doing it for money, baby.
No, they get interested. I'm telling you.
They're trying to get paid
There's some people that like
by
it.
bringing the blackness to ghost hunting.
I think going on a ghost tour would be so fun.
It wouldn't be fun for black people because we'd be running all the time. We'd be gone.
No, you don't actually see ghosts. You just get all
How do you
scary
know?
and all
How do you
spooked
know?
out.
How do you know?
Like I'd like to go on the Jack the Ripper tour.
You know, I always thought white people own ghosts. You guys own that.
Why?
Because you guys always talk about it, always want to be around it, and no one else seems to want to be
We're just glad that
messing with
ghosts can't kill you.
How do you know that?
I think if ghosts can kill you,
Fear can kill you.
I think
You
we'd
can be
dead.
scared
I
to
think we
death.
would be dead.
Huh?
I said I think if ghosts can actually kill you, we would be dead.
Well, I don't know. But that's interesting, though.
I don't know. I would just like to
You
want
to go on a haunted tour
Yeah.
as a bucket list thing.
Yes.
Like
A really good
Halloween is
one.
not enough.
We do Halloween for the kids.
I mean, there's adult haunted houses and stuff.
Yeah,
you
but
can
no,
run
I don't want.
through
I don't
and-
want jump scare stuff. I don't. That stuff doesn't.
How do you get to pick and choose?
Because haunted tours are like the build up, the story. You get all this, the actions and stuff. You get all like, oh, this house was haunted. This is the Winchester house, or this is where H.H. Holmes, set up his, hotel that you can never leave, and all that kind of stuff. Jack the Ripper, all the little sites in Whitechapel. That would be so much fun. I hear Savannah's really scary, really, with all those plantations and stuff.
Jack the Ripper was a real person.
I know.
That's gonna be fun.
No, I mean, he's gone. It's not like I'm scared of, something happening.
Okay, well, I don't guess I have too many white type bucket list stuff.
No, yours are all safe.
Oh yeah, mine are all about continual life. I want to go home tomorrow. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I don't know. Maybe those igloo hotels up in Iceland or those Iceland hotels. That would be cool.
What about those houses on the side of cliffs that you gotta like?
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
What?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, you gotta climb a rope to get to them.
Well, I can't carry my fat butt up in the
hope,
rope, but
and hope to God you don't sleepwalk.
no. Have you seen those ones where they have the hammocks like hanging up on the side of the cliffs?
Like Avatar?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't want to do that. But the houses on the side of the cliff would be cool.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tiny house on flat land here in America. In the woods, of course. No, can't do
Are you
it.
scared to go like Kool-Aid Man it? I mean, you just like careful where you walk.
I don't know. I just seen a lot of stuff, and I'm afraid. I guess.
I don't know. It changes all the time, so who knows?
Well, anyway, you guys can share in the comments what your bucket list are, and let us check those out. And I know you guys probably got some interesting ones, some stuff that far exceeding our white and black bucket list.
Why are we calling it that?
Because that's exactly what it is. We're going to have to sit down and think about what we can do as a shared, what we want to call it, mocha list. We got to do a shared mocha list. Mocha bucket list.
We get tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos at all. And I think you know that.
And I said we could get tattoos.
Of course, we could do a whole lot of things. We do a lot of things besides that, too. But, hey, you're watching Beans and Cornbread. I'm Kev.
I'm Jessica.
And we'll check you guys out next time. See you later.
Toodles.